Let's talk slats. I'd like to do some recap on some of my customs, some of my repairs, things I'm doing, and my desire to get everything onto a Viper low clip. That Auto World AFX stuff. So, custom out the wheel wells on this, threw the engine on it from Jeg Hobbies. Engine placement, nice. Did the same thing with this. Engine placement. This one. Terrible routing job. Engine placement, perfect. This one. Nice engine placement. So, that's happening. I upgraded my traction magnets. So now it's Pro 10 motor and traction magnets. So did that on both of these. So both got the same traction power, whatever, downforce. So this repair worked out nice. Still good. This repair, man, turned out beautiful. I repaired this one like 6 times. Cracked over here. Still holding up. I haven't run it on a track though. Crashed it. The drift car, I upgraded to the Tyco 8 is the highest I can get. So these are Pro 8 and no traction. Long wizard pin, keep it on the track when I go around the corners and it fishtails. I wanted the fishtail but stay on the track. That's the whole purpose of this. I want to upgrade it, you know, maybe put a bigger motor in it. Yeah. Got my independent front end working. I invented that. My narrow rear end. Where's the stock Tyco? Here's a stock Tyco. I narrowed the rear end that much on each side. That's sweet. I invented that. Narrowed this, turned it into independent. Front suspension, front axle. Narrowed it. Independent. I got a video on that. So yes, things are happening. This one was one for the low clip that let me talk about this Camaro more. I had to cut out some of this front bumper. That much. From there to there. To get this chassis to go down deeper. Look at the body line here. Goes down. It's wider here than here. So the body's going down because I cut that out. And that's the amount of gap if the body's back, if it's rolling down the track. Just that much. But this turned out pretty sweet with the blower. I ordered another one of these. It's in the mail. And then next time around I won't cut these fenders like I did, but this turned out sweet, man. I think. So what I had to do is I had to cut this out that much into this round tail light, running light. So it turned out pretty good. This Bob Beers, I just did a little bit on the wheel wells on the back. I'm kind of disappointed on this Bob Beers in a way because it's got this much play left right in the chassis on the body. It's that much body play. It's not good, I don't think. I don't know. Like this body, man, fits tight. There's no left right, and not as much. So these 55 Nomads turned out pretty good. You've got to cut out this front piece and all that, you know. Like this one I notched. In the future, what I'm going to do is just cut this all the way across up to the bumper, take out that pillar. Like here, I think I did it. Here, I tried to cut more straight. Well, no, I actually layered it in here too. Which one did I do? I think I did another one. But anyway, what I recommend is cutting this straight across all the way to the bumper and just cut down and take out that whole thing. But yeah, double up that plastic, that packaging. Look how thick that is. And just put that in there, man. Support that bumper. And that baby fits on nicely. That's what kind of ground clearance we got up front on that. That is nice. So yeah, that clip goes up under that bumper some. Body. So yeah, that's a good custom. But you have to destroy a $30, $40 body to do it. You know, I don't think I destroyed it. I think I made it better. Look at that, man. This one's not right. Well, this rides low too. So that's a hell of a custom. Got the wheel wells, man. There's not that big old gap out back like on a regular clip. Front gap on top of that wheel, it's nice. It's better here. Shit, that's a hell of a custom, man. That's a nice blue too, in it. Sweet. So yeah. So the 55s, that's what I'm doing on the 55 Nomads. You know. So this 57 Chevy turned out nice. I went through, I talked about just leaving it, but I went through and matched up both sides. And this is rock and roll, man. This is tight. Let's talk about these 55s, man. These 55s are kind of... These are kind of debate. I don't know which way to go on these. They fit the clip, but you got to do the wheel wells out back. The problem is they're square on top. So if you go too much, then you round off this edge. See how this edge over here? You can see more of my tire. Because that wheel well, I took it out too much. And there's almost no lip here. Fender lip. On this side there's more. So these are really difficult, you know. I've been kind of debating if it'd be better to just use a Dremel and go straight up on both sides and just make them uniformly rounded and get more of that tire, man, to show on top. That would be kind of cool. But I'm afraid of washing this, man. These darn tattoos, man, seem like they're still tacky. Stuff will wash off. I don't want it to wash off. It's dirty. So yeah, these 55s are all kind of like that. You know. Like here from the top, you can see this part here goes in more that way. Like this one, there's barely no lip. So these are kind of, I think these would kind of be better off. Like see this, how it's all the way gone? You can, this is more than this one. But I think it'd be cool to see that tire. So that's why I was thinking just use a Dremel and go straight up, boom, on both sides. And take that out like that. So it'd go up and then go up more. I think that'd be the way to go on these myself. I've already tried 3 of them, man, and I'm hung up on this wheel well being square. So, man, that flame job is sweet with the white. Alright, so that's the 55s. Alright, the Chargers, man. My son Avery's favorite car. May he rest in peace. I know he is with the Lord. I messed up some. Yeah, this kind of turned out alright. I mean, it's too wide, too wide of a gap, man. I took it back. But I tried to match them up on both sides somewhat. This kind of goes like that. This kind of goes like that. So this one was the first one I tried to customize. Yeah, it didn't turn out good. This one turned out sweet. There's our Charger on the track. On the independent Viper. Actually, this is from Hardin Creek. These independent front ends. That back wheel well, man, really looks good uniformly side to side. This has got a little play on the body on this. So trunk down, do your wheel wells from that. So trunk down, boom, they look good each side. And this one turned out the same way, man. These are both rock and roll tight. I actually got another one. Yeah. Yeah, these Chargers are cool. So there's the Charger rehab story. This one, this was a very bad mistake. And I tried to make it better and then I made it worse. I wound up cutting these way up. They're still out of whack. Like this one needs to be cut out more here to match this side. Looks like it's almost making contact, but that's why now this is the card that actually made me realize that you got to do one part and then do the other part. Go back and forth. Because one tire could be making contact and pushing the other one in the other direction. You route out too much. So you do them both side to side. Compare. Yeah, you got to take the car off the body a lot, off the chassis all the time to do that. But, you know, it's the procedure. I got a T-Jet style. I think this is Ultra G. Extractions. This one's kind of weird, man. This extraction has these real small wheels. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. The drift car is coming along. I'm going to regular springs on these. On the drift car instead of the double pickups, the double springs. I'm going just one Tyco, stock Tyco. I think that's enough tension. Plus I've retarded or bent the springs to retard the playback. So if the car goes around the track too fast, it'll lose power as soon as that pickup spring, pickup shoe loses contact with the track. Then the car settle down again. So you don't go much into a roll. If you didn't bend the springs, they would still be making contact, probably like at this angle. I don't know, let me see, make sure you can see this. So with them retarded, now they're off already. But if they weren't up here, they might still be making contact. So you're more likely at that angle to go off the track, derail. Whereas if you bend the springs, boom, it's off the contact point now. So you won't go into a roll and derail. I guess that's the theory. Picked it up somewhere on some of the people I follow. I think that's common practice in the fray or something too. I'm not sure. I think that's more a T-Jet thing, bending the springs like that. But it makes sense to me, and since this is the drifter, I'm going to try it out. So I went back to stock Tyco. I think I'm going to change from these to the Wizard ski shoes. I put those on one. Which one? I put some on already. On that one. Huh. I don't understand it. Huh. What did I do with that car? Quick scan. Give me a second. lost that car. Oh, I know what it was. Here they are. Oops, I took them off. Because I didn't want to bend these. That's why. Now I remember. I didn't want to bend these. So I used these as a mock-up. Because you got to bend them right. You know? After you bend them forward, you also got to kind of bend them so that this catches the pickup shoe post retainer there. So you got to bend them and then bend this back. And I didn't want to do that on these ski shoes. But I'm going to these, I think. One thing I noticed is that at the bottom of the chassis, they ride more flat with the chassis. You know, sure, it could be making more contact, but the shape of it is such that it rides lower all the way across. Whereas this Tyco one has got a step, so it's bent differently. And it hangs down more towards the track, whereas this doesn't. But I didn't want to bend these. That's what it was. I wanted to test this first to see if I got my bend right. Doggone it. Now I remember. So yeah. I'm hoping this, man, really kicks butt, man. Maybe throw like a 3 ohm armature in there. I got one we haven't run yet. This one's 3.5. I got this from Hardin Creek, this motor. Should have got a balanced one. I got my Pro 10 magnets. I haven't put those on yet because I was waiting for, I had to order some single pickup springs for these pickup shoes, man. I threw all my old Tyco ones out. So yeah, I want to go back to less tension on my shoes, man. These double pickup springs, man, I'm kind of thinking they're putting too much lift on the front of my vehicle. And it's making me derail. So that's the theory. But yeah, I need to run this 3.5. I haven't, we haven't had any track time. I apologize for that. So that's it on the custom front. And I got a bunch of mail. I got a new controller. I'm kind of disappointed about. Seems to me like it's used or damaged or something. I'll cover that in mail. We got mail, but need to get on that track time, that's for sure. Oh, I forgot to do sponsored, I think. Sponsored by Avery's. Alright. Build, drive, crash.